Good morning to the Technology Committee this morning. It is 11 o'clock a.m. Tuesday, September 2nd, 2025. I would like to call this meeting to order. Can I get a roll call, please?
Covert.
Here.
Berlin.
Here.
Chaplin.
Here.
Childress.
Yes.
Eckhoff.
Here.
Velasquez.
Here.
Henry.
Here.
Desmerick.
Here.
Lucas.
Here.
Martinez.
Here.
White. You.
Okay, we have a quorum. Thank you. On to Chairwoman's remarks. I want to welcome our newly appointed county board member and committee member, Melissa Martinez. Melissa, welcome to our committee and welcome to the county board. It is her first day today. Welcome. Welcome.
Go ahead.
Congratulations. All right, moving on to public comment. Do we have any public comment? We do not. Okay, no public comment. I move on to approval of minutes. I entertain a motion to approve 25-2078 approval of minutes for the Technology Committee regular meeting Tuesday, August 19, 2025.
Second.
All right, I have a motion and a second. Any corrections or deletions or comments? All right, seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Moving on to procurement requisitions. I entertain a motion on TE-P0011-25, recommendation for the approval of a contract purchase order
So moved.
to Gartner Inc. for one subscription for Executive Program Leadership Team Leader and one subscription for Executive Program Leadership Team Advisor Member for Information Technology for the period of October 1st, 2025 through September 30th, 2026 for a contract total amount of $156,908, contract pursuant to the Intergovernmental Cooperation Act. I have a motion
Second.
and a second. Any questions or comments? Okay, seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Moving on to informational items, I entertain a motion to receive and place on file SM-P-0020-25, recommendation for the approval of a contract to Azteca Systems LLC for asset management software licenses for stormwater management, $74,720.61. Public Works, $74,720.61. And the Division of Transportation, $12,994.89 for the period of October 1st, 2025 through September 30th, 2027 for a contract total not to exceed $162,436.10 sole source provider. We have a
Second.
motion and we have a second. Any questions?
Comment.
Yes, comment? Yes.
For the
Yeah.
committee, just want to thank Stormwater, Public Works, Department of Transportation and Building and Zoning. They typically are proactive with coming to this committee with informational items like this one. Prior to putting this on the agenda, Sarah Hunn reached out to me to have me review the contract, make sure that it made sense, that the amount made sense. That's what I think all departments and elected official offices should do. So I just wanted to acknowledge that collaboration and, their efforts to reach out proactively. So.
Thank you, Anthony. Any other questions or comments? All right.
Mr.
Yes.
Sorry, Anthony. I just have a quick question. Do we retain all of our data for this by keeping this system?
We do.
Okay, so. And there's no other system that would let us keep all of our data that we've got historically put in on this?
Another system, maybe? I'm not sure. That I haven't looked at.
But the basis of the sole source is that this is a system that's compatible with the existing data.
Correct, yeah. So thank you. I know what he was getting to, but basically this is for maintenance and support. So it has to be a sole source for them to support their application. So when you see these with maintenance and support, so thank you, Bill. If it's a proprietary system, typically we have to go to them for support and maintenance. Yeah, this is not a new purchase at all. Right?
No one else can access the data.
Correct.
Okay.
Good
Good.
question.
Oh,
Anthony?
we have
Sarah's here.
somebody online.
Yes, I'm sorry, and I didn't want to interrupt. I couldn't get unmuted. I apologize for that. You're exactly right. We have a database that we've already developed, and this is supporting that database with this program. Specifically, the reason why this program is set for 2 years is because we want to go through and vet whether there is a new program that would service us as we improve with technology going forward. And so 2 years gives us that time.
Didn't realize you were there. Thank you.
No, I couldn't unmute, so you said it all. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. Any other comments? All right, seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Moving on to item 8, IT project updates. Richard.
Thank you. All right, just want to make sure of the presentation. Okay. So for those of you who are new to the committee, quarterly, I try to give updates on all of the critical projects. As I mentioned in all of these updates, this is not an extensive list of our projects, just the ones that affect other areas or the entire enterprise, things that are critical that we want to highlight. So I'm going to do that again and provide you guys with an update. So first one I want to give an update is on our cybersecurity incident. I heard a lot about it, but wanted to make sure this committee was aware that we've made a lot of progress, but we continue to do things behind the scenes to move things forward. So first one, wanted you to be aware of that we submitted about $700,000 in additional funding requests for cybersecurity software and disaster recovery software to help us ensure that we're more secure. And if there's any kind of major disaster, whether it's cyber or an actual disaster, physical disaster, that we're ready to go. So that money will do that. Our original request was about 1.1 million. We worked with Nick Hotmeyer and the finance department to get it down to bare bones of what we think we need. And it's about 700K. So it's in there. We submitted it on June 27th and wanted you all to be aware of it. Also, we gave an update on August 12th to the board and to the chair. Details here we cannot share with you. It has to be disclosed privately. So we did an executive session, but if there's anybody who'd like to hear about some of those details, I can have a separate private discussing with you to bring you up to speed on where we are with that. But they are aware of what transpired and kind of where we are today. We are now working on a lessons learned session. We actually have it scheduled for September 24th. All involved, both externally and internally, will be included in that session. Essentially, what we're going to do is review what we think happened, what we did well, what we didn't do as well as we would like to do, and how we'd like to address those things in the future. Then I'll also give all participants who were part of the incident an opportunity to give their feedback as well, what they thought went well and what they thought they can improve upon. So I think it'll be great for us as a county. We'll take that information and then create basically a plan to fill any gaps to improve things for the future. We hope that we never have to deal with this ever again, but just in case we do, we'll make sure that we're fully prepared. And then last but not least, the only major outstanding item that we have from the incident is a data mining exercise. Again, I can't go into a lot of detail in this session about that data mining exercise, but it's going to help us understand some of our data and what we can do with that data moving forward. So if you have any additional questions, just let me know and I'll privately drill down and share those details with you. Things that we need to watch for this one, just 3 major things I think are super important that this committee should be aware of. Number one, investing more money in IT security countywide is super important to us. What we invest, we will get back tenfold easily. This incident could have cost us millions of dollars and it did not, right? So let's just make sure that we patch or address any of our current vulnerabilities or things that we can improve upon to make sure that we save the county money and keep everyone and their data secure. Second one is empowering IT to basically manage IT security and infrastructure, working with Nick and others to set that structure up. We, again, think it's super important. We do not want to take over infrastructure or IT applications for elected officials and some department heads who have their own applications, but we need to be fully involved. We need to be fully aware. We need to make sure that we're all on the same page to, again, help protect us in the future. And then last but not least, again, we have disaster recovery already in place, but we want to make sure we have a fully formalized disaster recovery and business continuity plan, something a little more robust than what we have in place today. So you're going to see me repeat these over the next year. So that's why I wanted to make sure I highlighted them right now. And I'll give more detail as things go along, and so that you understand the importance of why we're pushing these three things. All right, first project update, ERP system. Just wanted you all to be aware that we are continuing to move forward with the implementation of Dayforce. We have made a tremendous amount of progress in that implementation, but like a lot of software implementations, there's more complexity involved in it because of the size and complexity of our organization. So we're not quite where we need to be. There's some outstanding issues that need to be addressed related to data accuracy and consistency of that data. Some reporting challenges where we are able to produce quite a few reports, but not all critical reports needed by all stakeholders. There's some general outstanding implementation issues that we think if we had a little more time to work through them, we could fix them. And then typically for implementations like this, it's great to do a few different major tests by user acceptance testing. Parallel testing is what we're doing in this implementation, whereas we have the existing system stand up, we have the new system, and we compare everything to make sure that we're not missing anything. We've done one of those parallels, and it took us a while to work through the issues. We think if we are able to do one more with clean current data, it should go a lot smoother, and we should be able to catch and address any outstanding issues. So our hope is that we're able to do that. The finance side of things, we haven't talked about in a while, but in 2026, our plan is to issue an RFP for the finance side. So the current implementation is specific to HR and payroll. In 2026, it will be finance, procurement, accounting, all of those areas will be covered. All right, and things to watch, just the timing of the RFP and the integrations that are required between Dayforce and whatever our new finance or ERP system is. All right, mainframe shutdown. I have great news here. So we've been talking about this for a while. We have a 40-year-old mainframe, and there are many government organizations that do and have no plans to shut down the mainframe. We have one application that's still on the mainframe, but I am happy to report that the Sheriff's Office was able to complete their implementation of their new warrants application, Cloud Gap. So they are currently watching that application, moving some things around. We're waiting for them to give us the green light to say you can shut down the mainframe. So we believe that that'll happen within the next month or two latest. Couple things to highlight here is that in years past, we have budgeted for maintenance and support of the mainframe. We did not in 2026. We're pretty confident that we'll be off the mainframe, and those costs, of course, have been moved to other areas. But we won't have to pay, it's over $200,000 in maintenance support. So remaining watch items are the same. Just the warrants application, as soon as they give us the green light that they feel that the data that was moved from the mainframe over to their new Cloud Gavel application and the functionality of the Cloud Gavel application meets their requirements. We're just going to watch it, and then we'll shut it down as soon as they give us the green light. All right, and then talked about the maintenance and support. We we did not budget for any maintenance or support of the mainframe for next year. I'm going to go through these very quickly. We are working on tons of projects. Again, this is not an extensive list, but these are some of the projects I think you all would be interested in that we're working on. First one, MHC project, which is part of our current ERP system. We completed an upgrade to the system. If you all remember, earlier in the year, we're having some instability issues with MHC, that particular application. We have upgraded it, both software and some of our hardware. It has been stable since, so we have not had any major issues. When we go live with our new ERP system, MHC, and potentially N4, which is our current system, will go away unless they win the new bid. But I'm happy to report we completed that, and that environment is stable. PRMS, Police Records Management, the upgrade of the system application, we have run into some challenges with that project. So our whole goal was to have the upgrade completed by the end of November. We're currently off track. We don't believe that we're going to meet that date. That we believe that sometime early 2026 is probably a better date. The main reason is lack of functionality. So we are currently in configuration phase and testing, and it's not going as well as we had hoped. So we have talked to our vendor Hexagon. They're going to bring in their heavy hitters starting September 10th to see if they can help us figure out why the system isn't working as configured per our requirements. And we hope to get back on track, but we know that we'll need some additional time to complete the configuration changes and do additional tests. So again, January, maybe February timeframe, we believe we'll be done with that project.
Anthony, quick
Yep.
question, is Hexagon the same company that's, that we're with right now?
It is, yeah. Hexagon is the current company we're with. They are a global leader in the RMS space. So
And they're having issues,
they are having, well, with the
or
upgrade,
is it a compatibility issue?
only with the upgrade. So the existing software that we're on is fine. We're going to upgrade it to a newer application that should address some functionality challenges and lack of functionality that we don't currently have on the old system. The older system called FBR, field-based reporting, just doesn't have all functionality that we need. We believe the MFR does, which is the new system, but the testing is just not going as well as we want. So we're fine on the existing system, and the answer may be we stay on the existing system until after the RFP is done, which is the next one. So we have an RFP out on the street. We've submitted basically the request to 24 organizations who provide police record management systems. We're giving them until October to review the RFP and respond. Our goal is to pick a system, and maybe Hexagon or maybe a new system by the end of this year, and then make a recommendation to that committee, the oversight committee for PRMS. That will determine how things even move forward with the prior project, how we move forward with that. So. All right, operational excellence. That one I always keep in there because we're always looking for ways to be more efficient and review our contracts, save money, things of that nature. That's what operational excellence is about. Probation case management system. We've been working on this for a couple of years, but we're in very good shape. We've been working closely with the probation office to implement their new C5 system, case management system. I think we're maybe a month or two away for launching that, and I think that will save them money in the long run. This new C5 upgrade of their application potentially saved $1 million. A lot of they thought about going out to RFP. Some of the average cost was about 1.5 million. This upgrade is about 250K, and it's taken a little longer than anticipated, but we're in pretty good shape. I think we'll be done with that one by the end of this year. We recently started working with the Chief Judge's Office on the judicial arbitration project. It is at the beginning stages. I'll have more to provide you later, but I think that'll be a great collaboration, and we'll be able to help them in that space. We're working with the Treasurer's Office on a reconciliation tool for bank reconciliation. We currently are working with them to, I think, we've already issued the RFP.
Yeah.
It's already on the street, but we helped them write the RFP, and we're going to support them in that implementation. Treasurer's Office is always a great partner of ours. We work together on the property tax application, other things as well. Recorder's Office, same. We are in discussions with them about helping them with digitizing their existing records and working on their website to optimize it. The recorder has a lot of great ideas and a great vision for related to new technology, and we're supporting them. So, you know, as I get more information about those projects, I'll share it with you guys, but they also are a good partner and have a great vision in terms of what they want to do with technology in their office. Community services support platform. I thought you guys would love to hear about this one. We typically use our internal service desk tool to make things more efficient, to track things, to know who's doing what, how long it's taking them to do it, whether they resolve issues or not. We do that internally to keep us on track. Now, community services is going to do it for all their external requests. Any requests from the community, they're going to use this tool to track those incoming requests, to follow up with their users, to make things more efficient in their office. I think that's going to go a long way. We're doing a 30-day trial. See how it goes, gather information. We think will make things more efficient for them in that process, which I think they do primarily manually now. But with the introduction of this new technology, I think it's going to be a lot more efficient for them moving forward. So excited about that one. And the last one, at least for your request too, that one is still on hold until we figure out long-term what the right process is. Harner's helping us create a new process, and the goal is to implement the process and the tool at the same time. So those are a lot of our big projects. Wanted you all to be aware of what they are. And if you have any questions or thoughts about them, let me know.
Member Eckhoff.
I thought a while ago that there was some type of system that was gonna go into place to notify defendants of re-notify defendants of their court date. That the public defender talked about it. I figured the clerk, probation, and state's attorney's office would all be involved.
I'm not clear about that one. I would have to check them on it. I'm not checking with my teams who's online as well. You guys aware of that? No, yeah, I'm not aware of that one, but I can check with Jeff and follow up with him on that one.
And then the second thing is, are you going to be presenting at NACO or asking to present to tell the rest of the counties what happened to us with our cyber event? I thought you guys did a really great job, and I think it would really help other counties, and I think it's a sort of a shining star for DuPage County.
I agree, yeah. I would love to do that. I am presenting at a different conference, GMIS. They asked me to present on ICIMA, which is the Illinois Information Technology CIO group. Have not committed to anything like that or been asked to do that, but would love to. Yeah, I think we can at this point. So.
I don't know. Nick just walked out, but I don't know when. Somebody on staff should be able to hook you up with that.
Yep, I will reach out to Joan. Joan usually keeps track of those things, and if they like me to, I would love to. So
Dr. Jorgensen always used to talk about the heroin epidemic, and I thought that was a good thing for DuPage County to be involved in.
yeah, I'm glad you brought it up. So I'm going to talk about the municipal roundtable in a second, and that they have benefited a lot from the discussions. I think we have too. But I have presented on the cyber incident to them, and they liked a lot of what we talked about and what we've done. And they've asked for our incident response plan for them to review and potentially use and put in place. So I think it could help some other counties as well. So thank you, Grant. I'll follow up with Joan and see if there's an opportunity for me to present an APO. I'd love to do it.
And Richard, maybe we could, great question, Member Eckhoff, about the notice and reminder of court dates to defendants. I'd like to, maybe it's a judicial office.
It may be, and let me clarify that. So we support, I would say 85% of the organizations here. We partly support what I call the courts, which is the clerk of the circuit court and the chief judge's office, but not fully. So they may be working on something that I'm not aware of because they do have applications, people that support it. So, but I'll follow up with their team, Jeff Davies and Kevin Baskey, to find out if that's the other side. But I'll follow with Jeff York directly.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Any other
And
questions?
one last thing. So sorry.
Sorry.
Just wanted to share municipal technology roundtable. Those have been going very, very well. This is kind of the stuff that we talk about. We usually have a presentation from an outside subject matter expert. The one rule we have is they can't sell anything, but they can educate and educate for free, right? So they come in, they educate us on any big topics that's happening, and all 39 of the municipalities, give or take, are there, and they listen to that. Last time we did technology cost optimization in state and local governments, how they can optimize their costs, knowing that funding may disappear and where they can find potentially other funding to support some of their current initiatives. And then I gave an update on the cyber incident. We talked about the DOJ new rule on accessibility. The team gave them some tips and tricks they can use to prepare for that and ensure that their websites and the documents are accessible. We have a innovation day coming up, which is, interesting, where we will share things that we've done to innovate here in DuPage County with them, as well as we've asked for the state and some other local government organizations to come in and talk about their innovation to help other county or other government organizations, because we're opening up to organizations outside of counties to listen, to see if they have any, to see what we're doing and see if they like to do it as well. And if, they would like for us to share what we're doing with them, we're going to do that. And then we always do collaboration opportunities. We have a combined cybersecurity and AI task force that we work with them on. And then police records management, we have 31 agencies that we work with in that space. So we always give an update on what we're doing in that space. And that's it. I know it's a long update, but I wanted you all to be aware of all the things that we're working on in technology.
Thank you, Richard.
Anthony.
Oh, Anthony, I'm sorry. It's Friday, right? Any questions? I think those were wonderful updates. Thank you for that, and very informative. If there's no questions, moving on to old business. Is there any old business? All right, any new business? All right, well, without any objection, I entertain a motion to adjourn. We are adjourned. Thank you, everybody.